Oh, good morning everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play Happy Factorio. This is episode 13 and the timing was just perfect. It exactly started when the research ended. So the research continues the same way. We are researching everything that does not require blue science and then we are going to make some blue science. So yes, so this is our blue science factory. I just like the phrase science factory so much. It just sounds ridiculous and it also sounds entirely reasonable at the same time somehow. Okay, so this is the this part of the bus already exclusively that's a weird glitch over here. I don't know if you see it on YouTube compression levels, but this is some weird glitch. This is a version 12.0. I did not upgrade to the patch yet. The patch came out, but that's a weird glitch. It's like a line of pixels. I've never actually seen this on just particular zoom level. So on this zoom level you see this. This is probably some rounding error. This actually happens with computer graphics, that you can have a rounding error. So one of them rounds up, one of them rounds down or something, and they just like have this 1 pixel misalignment because the different rounding, so they don't tie up properly. I've seen this in other contexts, not in Factorio, but it's not anything super unusual. Okay, what the hell are we doing? I think I'm going to need some pipes. I don't need that many pipes. Yeah, just get me that many, I guess. Just one more stack. Oh, actually, it's just overproduced them. So yeah, fine. Oh, where's my obsolete chest for wood and stuff? It's kind of sad in vanilla. You don't have any use whatsoever for wood. That was one of the nicer things in bulk mods, that like wood was useful for something, not for much, but for something. Let's get rid of this. I think everything else is useful, or something I can, well, or an ingredient for something useful, which is not the same, but it's good enough. Okay, let's put some lamps every now and there. And I made a bunch of radars, but I haven't actually placed them anywhere, and they just keep getting stuck in my inventory. So I'm just going to go and place the radars now on one of the edges of the map. They're not like super important because I'm playing on peaceful, so yeah, that's entirely peaceful. Nobody cares about this pollution. This is very realistic because in the real world nobody cares about pollution, and that's exactly how Factorio works now. Nobody cares about pollution because that's exactly how the real world works. This place needs some lamps. Like, okay, let's put some lamps in it. I'm just so used to like playing in the day mode that I'm not used to just placing lamps everywhere. I mean, for a while I played like regular Factorio and I placed lamp everywhere, but I kind of forgot about it. Okay, do I have one more radar? Okay, let's place one more radar down there. I have so much obsolete stuff. Okay, I have 7 of those. I have a bunch of those. Let's get rid of this. What? You're making one? Oh, yeah, I misclicked. I plan to get rid of them by making the next level, but silly misclick happens. Sometimes it's rather I just manually convert all the stuff. What is this? I completely forgot I have another one of another smelter here set up here, and it just uses stone furnaces like it's some Middle Ages. Actually, they used stone furnaces in the Middle Ages. I mean, it's not like they didn't have metallurgy. So this time saying like it's Middle Ages was actually perfectly sensible for a change. Usually it's completely ridiculous phrasing, but this time it was not. I kind of wanted to make blue science, but it seems that my copper production is just very low. Okay, it's very low because that ran out of copper, that ran out of copper, so I might actually need that also ran out of copper. Okay, so I have just 3 instead of 6. So let's put a few more here. I might have to extend copper at some point. Oops. Okay, let's just. It's very low throughput, so I can just put all my horrible yellow bells here, and that's still fine. Okay, let's increase the copper production slightly. I could just put one more here since there's quite a bit of copper which would not be extracted otherwise. Also this one. I just hate leaving like those small patches, like a single copper ore patch that's not connected to anything, so it's not a very elegant or anything. Actually, this. Wait, why one of them is full and the other isn't? That just sounds horrible. Okay, there's something wrong with this factory. One of them is completely full. This is completely full, and this doesn't work at all somehow. Yeah, this is strange. Something strange is going on here. What the hell is going on here? Is this something wrong with this balancer? So it doesn't actually balance on the other side. It's possible it just doesn't balance on the other side. So let's just put a balancer here. Yeah, I'm mixing colors between the red and yellow because I don't have all the... I need to grab the rest of... I need to grab more gears and so I can... Oh god, it's just... My aesthetics are just being violated by what I'm doing here. Okay. So I think this was just a balancing failure, but I'm not sure why. Since everything up there, like... Why one of them was completely packed and the other wasn't? This looks symmetric, and like the entire thing looks very symmetric. So I have no idea why one of them is completely 100% used and one of them is completely idle. It just seems strange. Perhaps the input wasn't. So maybe the input was not symmetric like those two are producing. And no, this is kind of symmetric. I don't know. It was slightly strange. Anyway, the big... Actually, maybe should do something with those three. That would probably be like too much effort to actually pipe it all the way. Maybe at some point I'll just pipe it all the way. So yeah, so the big thing I want to do is blue science. Wow, this is such a low steel and gears production. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of this. And yeah, the big thing is blue science. So for what I need for blue science, I think I'm just going to have the first two parts of blue science first, and then I will just do all the oil processing necessary to finish it all. So the first thing, oh yes, that's really amazing because I don't have any belts whatsoever. I just went down there. But I went down there in like some other day, and then I stopped playing because there's only so many episodes you can do in a row, and I kind of forgot what exactly I was doing. I remember I was doing obviously I was going for blue science, but like which stage did it stop? Okay, that's enough. Let's get rid of this, put it here. Let's get rid of some of those. Okay, so it doesn't have enough gears to make me enough red belts. Why doesn't it have enough? Yeah, so instead of making blue science, I'm just trying to fix things. I think it just doesn't have enough iron. Again? Didn't I just fix iron like a few episodes ago? Like, eventually, like you fix something and eventually you're going to run out of your basic stuff like iron eventually, but it ran out of iron really quickly. And that sounds strange. Oops, that's my balancer. It's not a very good balancer, but like it's nowhere near being saturated, so this balancer setup being a bit silly doesn't really matter. Okay, there's simply not enough iron. Why there's not enough iron? Yeah, that's enough. I should grab a few of those. Why there's not enough iron? Okay, there's not enough iron ore apparently, and also there's some nasty yellow belts. I so don't like yellow belts. I really dislike how they get mixed, because at you have to start building with yellow belts and then you upgrade to red belts. That's just how it works. At least I do that. And I know some people just never upgrade. Oops. Oh, I can do that. I completely forgot about that. It used to work differently. It used to that if you accidentally click right or something when you don't have anything selected, you just like move it one tile too far, and that would be like really fairly annoying to clean up. Right now, a cleanup is relatively easy. So yeah, so fixing it again instead of doing something useful. Okay, so this just ran out completely, this ran out completely, and this ran out almost completely. I don't need that many. Okay, so this is basically useless. So it's the limiting factor is the fact that it doesn't have enough belt capacity probably, so I need to upgrade it to red belts, and then it should work. And more of them run out. Yeah, they're pretty small, small amount of. No, this is red belt. Like those miners are running out very quickly. But it seems that the problem is simply that the miners, that there's not enough belt for it. So I would have to do double belt, or I would have to consumption production. Okay, so we still have enough capacity to produce more. So what I was even saying, I got completely lost. It happens a lot when I'm talking about something, and in any game, not just Factorio, that I just get completely lost in my thought. I think about one thing, and then I just change my subject briefly to something else, and then I just get completely lost when the stack reaches like a level of 3 or 4. It's entirely normal, and I don't think I'm the only one person who does this when like they're recording videos. Actually, when you actually check like how, if you notice how people speak like with other people, they usually just get so lost. They're saying one thing and then they just completely. Okay, so stone furnace is actually useful for some stuff. So like I think they're only useful for boilers. So I'm just going to make 20 boilers. I don't know if I'm going to use them ever, but there's no other reason to keep stone furnaces. And you see, this is one of annoying things about Factorio. So I'm making 20 boilers and I don't want them here. So I'm just trying to move some of them to my inventory, and it just keeps putting in new ones here, even through this half used stack in the inventory. Okay, I don't need that. Why is this here and not, like, why doesn't it just know to just continue putting the things where it starts? Anyway, let's make sure to upgrade this. Yeah, I started making a red line, and okay, whatever. It would be nice if it just like if I could set up the research to just research whatever it wants, because sometimes I need something specific, but sometimes just like continue researching everything you can, given what you have, which is usually only some colors of science and not others. Like, that's good enough for like 90% of the time. Like 90% of the time I don't like micro research. Oops. It's kind of difficult to grab stuff off the moving belt. Yeah, my steel production is also not very high. And probably for the same reason, it just doesn't have enough. What the hell is this? It just doesn't have enough iron, and that's because it doesn't have enough iron ore, and that doesn't have enough iron ore because there's some bottleneck of yellow. So I don't see where the hell is the yellow bits. There are yellow bits on some part of the line, but where the hell are the yellow bits? Sometimes you can see them like a slight yellow bit in the middle, but unless you completely stop the entire thing, it's relatively difficult to actually see where is the yellow bit and where's the red bits. Like, you can see the speed and so on, but it's still somewhat awkward. Like, why do I have so much of this garbage? At this stage, yeah, just look at my iron production and so on. It's just almost non-existent. Did it get even slower somehow? Yeah, the ore is just like, the amount of ore I'm getting is really low. Okay, so it didn't get, like the speed didn't get improved at all because there's still some yellow bits. Okay, so this doesn't need to be red. It's just temporary and it's going to get removed quite soon. Okay, is it all red now? I could have a double red belt. Don't think this is red. No, it's not. Yeah, so I could have like a double red belt, for example, not do it here, but do it somewhere downstream. It's kind of annoying because to upgrade it to red belt and have a proper production, I need just to make a lot of gears, and to make a lot of gears, I guess I could just stop science temporarily until I get enough gears. Yeah, I could just stop this. Let's stop this here. That's fine. And I still need a lot of red belts. I guess I don't actually need them to be red, I just need some kind of belts. I could upgrade them later, but it just violates my sense of aesthetics to have those crappy belts. Whatever. So much for my attempt at making the science. It's just completely derailed. It's 100% derailed now. Okay. Let's go and try to... Is this red? Or is it... that is not red at all. So yeah, so actually this is a huge upgrade. I thought it was going to be a small one, just the last part, but apparently it's going to be a huge upgrade. Which I'm doing in the worst possible way by just like randomly patching in places. It's just, there's no system here. Just random patch here, random patch there, and then the result is that Oh yeah, I started shooting that and then I forgot about it. Okay, so how is this going? It's producing a lot of petroleum gas. Oh no, actually it's producing the same amounts, it just has different amounts of storage. So I'm just going to extend it to like 8 each. It's probably going to need a lot more than that at some point, but for now it's just fine. Okay. Oops. Can I rotate this? Okay, I can. So one of the silly things about the way Factorio works is that everything else you just do on demand, and so if you have like an iron miners, you do them on demand because like every one of them is extracted from the ground and then is smelted and so on. So everything is on demand. Like oil doesn't work like that. Oil is basically infinite and just slow the speed. So this and you can even like improve the speed by using a productivity module or something like that, or speed module. Yeah, actually it's a speed module. So it makes sense to just overproduce like or overstore the stuff. Okay, I'm just cutting some trees so I make small bits of space for all the chemical processing. Okay, so what do we need as chemical processing? We need batteries, and we need advanced circuits. For advanced circuits, we need plastic bars. And where's the plastic bars? We need coal and petroleum gas, and for sulfur we need water and petroleum gas. And there's sulfuric acid, which needs iron plates, water, and sulfur. So I guess, yeah, I will probably need like a massive block of. Oh, actually, I wanted to switch my entire production to solid fuel. So stop using oil, stop using coal for electricity production, use solid fuel. But I think I'm just going to not not use the solid fuel down there, but just set up a second power plant like here or somewhere, maybe on the top. But that can wait. For now, we can just use coal exclusively for a while. It's just fine. Okay, so let's build a chemical factory. I see I only have 5 factories because I run out of iron. Well, yeah. How that does not surprise me anyway. So yes, so that's fine for now. So we need I need coal just to make plastics, and like the main belt is so far from me. Okay, the main belt is here, but I don't have any sorry, the main bus. I don't have enough. Well, I could use transport belts, the horrible ones, but oh god. Okay, so let's just make yeah, I still need to I will still need to pipe. Isn't this too close? It might be actually too close. I might have to like turn it around or something, or move it. I don't know. So I will still need to get iron to get sulfuric acid to get batteries. So yeah, this is not going to be good enough. Okay, but let's start. So we need sulfur, and then we are going to need what are the relative speeds of that. So let's see if I actually need everything. So this just needs some petroleum gas. Like there's petroleum gas and water is as fast as we can, so it will produce 2 sulfurs a second. This needs 5 sulfuric acid, no, 5 sulfurs a second. So the ratios are 5 of those to 2 of those. Okay. So let's get 5 of those. Sometimes it makes sense to actually ignore the ratios, like you don't always have to actually care about the ratios. And do I put it like next to it? Okay, let's just first do that. Let's first do that, and then I'm just going to do a second stage. Yeah, like this is super slow because I'm waiting for fast transport belts. I don't remember having that many problems with fast transport belts before, so maybe I'm doing something wrong. It's been a long while since I last played Factorio because I was waiting for the next patch, and I played with mods for a while, but I kind of didn't like the color coding, and the game was also a bit depressing, as I said before. So until that got fixed, I didn't play, and you kind of forget about like small, like you don't forget like basic things, so you know what needs what, like all the basic stuff, but like exactly what's the proper balance for things. Why can't I move between some of them but not some other of them? I mean, it's just a block of 5, so it's fine if I cannot move through it. So, okay, so I need water. I think I had a water pump somewhere already made. I vaguely remember having made a water pump. Offshore pump, I don't see it now, and I need iron for it, and there's no iron anywhere. There's like a world shortage of iron. That's really annoying. Okay. Anyway, so let's just connect. Let's first connect at least petroleum gas. Okay, the petroleum gas is connected. And actually, it makes sense to like have one, I don't know, main bus for water, right? Like that's just a silly way to put to like phrase it. Okay, let's make it water main bus, and then just branch from it. How far is it? Okay, that's not that far. And then just branch from it, because there's going to be so many things that need water. And I don't think they actually need like multiple pumps. I use multiple pumps for the steam engines, but I'm not even sure if this is necessary. I think a single pump can support multiple lines of boilers. Does everything now needs... no, not everything. Okay. Rocketry. Okay, and now I need to get iron just to set up. Oh, and I will also need this. Wait, I don't need this. Like the pumps are magic, and I don't need, they don't need power. They actually work by magic somehow. This is one of the silly things. Like the belts not needing power is kind of makes sense, because the belts are connected in one network. So you can just say that there's something in this network that pushes, and you don't need like power to every tile, because they just like connected, and it's just basically there's a motor or like on one end next to Factorio or next to inserters, and that makes sense. But the pump not needing electricity is just silly. It makes gameplay sense, because you start with the pump, and it would be just silly to have like a burner pump or something as an unnecessary stage. However, it still feels a bit silly. But silly is good. Like the game is not supposed to be realistic. I just hate games that try too hard to be realistic at cost of gameplay, and this is actually fairly common, because there's this crowd of very hardcore players, and I'm just using like hardcore players ironically here, that are talking about realism all the time, and usually the things that they're concerned about are just such trivial nonsense that nobody should ever care about. And developers, because these hardcore groups, like this realism group is just so... Wait, what? Oh, which way does it go? This way. So this realism group is just so loud that they just completely... many developers just don't understand that they should ignore them. That is kind of strangely put. Okay, let's just upgrade this for no reason whatsoever. I mean, the reason is aesthetics. I just don't like having different colors and different speeds. And it's not completely arbitrary, because some of the speeds are a bit slower, so if you mix them, you just basically get the slowest line up everywhere. Okay, so I don't think I have enough red. Yeah, that's just not enough red. I wish this direction was like better indicated, so... if you have selected, you don't know, like you know if it's top or top. Oh, it's on the right! Okay, on the right it actually shows you what's the speed, which direction it goes. Because, like, the sprite here, next to my character, like, it could just as easily go left or right, but the one on the right side here is much, because it's slower, it just looks much better, and it's much more clear which way it goes. Okay. Right, it's actually not balanced. I think it should be balanced, but it's not. Well, let's speed it up a bit. I'm sure I'm going to run out of red belt long before I reach the mine. I think I should just switch to double red belt, but I just have such a... yeah, I run out of belt again. Yeah, this is like a nasty yellow patch in the middle of this. Okay, so this episode where I was supposed to upgrade my entire, to just build entire Blue Science factory was basically completely wasted on upgrading my iron production again, and I will just probably continue upgrading iron production many more times. I think I might have screwed something about iron production because it's not supposed to be like that bottlenecking. It's a bottleneck like very early, but at this stage of the game it should not be a bottleneck anymore. Anyway, thanks for watching, and in the next episode I will just try to upgrade more iron and maybe make some progress with Blue Science, which is also bottlenecked by transport belts. Or I may actually give up and just make it out of yellow transport belts. I just hate them. It's such an inelegant solution. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.